Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Izzy's Gym podcast. I'm your host, Angel Vila, and I am super excited today because we have our very own Goku, also known as Daniel, who is our Union Arena expert. Welcome to the podcast.
Hello everyone, and thank you for inviting me here.
Awesome. So today is all about Union Arena. So, Daniel, Goku.
Yes.
I know you love all these card games and you love anime.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you like Union Arena?
Well, Union Arena was my very first card game that I actually played. Before then, I just only collected card games, but it was just for Dragon Ball and helping other Sioux Falls players who actually play the game and collect. But when I realized that One Punch Man, which is one of my top 3 favorite animes, joined in, I wanted to collect it, but then realizing I wanted to give it a shot and see how easy it is. And it turned out it was pretty easy than I expected. I even won a rare battle on my first rare battle for One Punch Man.
Wow, that is incredible. Well, dude, man, like, I love card games and I love anime. So seeing this game, there's like too many options for me. Like, I can't decide, but I really want to get into Union Arena. So I know starter decks are the best way to do it. But man, like, you've got
Definitely.
Rurouni Kenshin, you got Bleach, you got Demon Slayer, Black Clover, Attack on Titan, Full Metal Alchemist. They just released, Kaiju number 8. Like, and there's more coming. Like, this is such a cool game. It's real easy to get into, is what I hear.
Yes.
So if I'm a beginner just starting out, what would be your recommendation? Where should I start? Should I buy a booster box, or what do I do?
Well, for those who love anime, obviously, if there's a certain anime that's in there, definitely pick that one up. Most of them will have a starter deck, so for that, if you are starting the game, I would definitely pick up a starter deck. And if you want to try to get, because normally in these starter decks, you usually get only like 2 copies of super rares and exclusive starter decks. So if you're going to try to build up a buff up deck, you're going to definitely need 2 starter decks, and then definitely get the booster box of that anime set.
So 2 starter decks put together get you just kind of the ball rolling with everything.
Yeah.
Okay, and then so the limit of cards in this, is it 3 or 4 of a kind?
4 of a kind.
Okay, so it's like Magic where you can have a play set of 4 cards.
Yep.
Awesome.
But there are some keyword skills that also will be limited to 4.
Oh, keyword skills. Okay, good. That's good to know.
Yep.
All right, so out of the starter decks that we have here at Izzy's Gym, what would be your recommendation? You play a lot of decks in this game from what I've seen, so you have a wide range of knowledge.
Definitely.
So what would be something good starting out? It's your first time playing. Which starter deck would you recommend people to pick?
Well, obviously, for me, there's one starter deck that's pretty easy, and it's well known, and it was a starter deck I have played. Definitely One Punch Man.
Okay.
It's by far one of the strongest decks to play, and it's pretty easy to learn how to play it.
Okay.
But like I said, it's definitely up to your choice on what anime you like. But if you want to try to make it easier, One Punch Man definitely has the help for the beginners.
That's awesome. So One Punch Man, like, is super strong. Is it very, like, aggro, or is it more like you have more strategy with it, or is it just super strong, fast attack?
So with One Punch Man, I play yellow, and Saitama, he's the only card set and out of Union Arena history right now to have a higher power level, or BP is what we call it, to be at 10,000. Normally everyone's like either 6,000 or below, but Saitama, he is at 10,000.
Wow, that is a lot. That is very strong.
Yep.
Okay.
But there are some downsides to him, but he will help you if you can pull it off that easily. He'll wombo or combo your way to victory.
Wombo combo your way to victory. I like that. So this is, you're trading blows back and forth in Union Arena. So walk me through that process. Is there like a life system, or like, is it just whoever plays the best card? So how does the gameplay kind of go? Just a very short version of that.
For like any other card games like Dragon Ball and other Bandai card games, it's mostly a life game where you have to knock your opponents down to 0 in order to win the game. And you'll definitely need to get your strongest cards into the field, take damage to your opponent so you can take more hits to them, and then make sure they hit 0, because that is something you definitely want to go. Some of them will help you with certain conditions, allowing you to bounce someone's character out of the field, eliminating them. The more damage you take, the better chances you will win it.
Okay, so with the life system, is it like you have a certain number on dice, or how is life calculated? Is it represented by a certain amount of cards, or how does that work?
You have 7 in your life area.
Okay.
And then every time you take a life, you pull out a card. The opponent picks the card, and sometimes in Union Arena they will have a special ability known as a trigger. Some allow you to either draw a card, add this card to your hand, or has a keyword skill called Special and Color. Special allows you to kill opponents' cards from their front line and send them all the way to the sideline, so that way they can't attack. And then Color allows you to put in a special color ability depending on what color you play. For example, Yellow allows you to freeze a person's card, so that means they have to stay rested until their next turn. Or for Green example, it allows you to bring a card with a certain acquired energy and action points to play into the front line, so that way you can play defense.
Okay.
There are 5 of them.
Awesome. So you're battling your opponent's characters or just mainly attacking their shields?
So depending how it is, if they don't have anyone on their field, you definitely want to get cards to attack constantly to take more damage. But then obviously you want to play defense. So you want to make sure you have cards that help you keep you alive, so that way you don't take more damage than expected. And some cards do have special abilities depending on what they have. One ability we'll say is called Impact. So if an opponent attacks and it has the word Impact and the opponent blocks and dies in battle, not only will they lose the card, but it also still takes critical damage to their life area, depending on how it is. Sometimes they'll say Impact 1, Impact 2, or Impact 3. So if they block and you have the highest power, then you take the life, even if they blocked.
Oh, wow. Okay, and I've heard you mention different colors. So is each starter deck a different color, or are you able to mix colors? How do colors play a role into your deck?
So in Union Arena, there are 5 colors. Each anime has 3, but some of them, like for Bleach, for instance, has 4 colors because of Volume 2. That allows you to play a new color, but also has some cards that allow you to buff up decks. Red, blue, green, yellow, and purple. So you can't mix anime together. So if you have One Punch, you have to stay with One Punch, and if you have Full Metal Alchemist, you have to stay with Full Metal Alchemist. But you can't mix like colors. You can't mix yellow and blue. You have to stay with that one specific color.
So it's a single color.
Yes.
Gotcha. Because I play Gundam. So in Gundam you can have at least it's 2 colors. So that you can do like a green-white deck or a blue-white. So in this game, it's just you play yellow, that's it, or you play purple, that's it. There's no mixing. Got it. Okay.
And then you definitely can only have the word color. The color ability, you can only have 4 copies of it, and then you need to have 4 copies of final and 4 copies of specials in your deck.
Okay. Wow. Well, that's really cool. So in the starter decks, are we guaranteed any like foil cards? Oh, okay, yeah. So it says here you get 2 super rares and 3 rares.
So here's what I'll tell you. From Bleach all the way to Sword Art Online. So for these, you're guaranteed only 1 foil of the super rares for each one. But there is a high chance you can pull an NA 1-star card, which is one of the hardest cards to pull of the super rare, or a foil action point. But starting with Black Clover, so like for Rurouni Kenshin, both of the SRs come in foil, but you don't get any foil action points, and there's no NA limited 1-star cards. But they come with a special starter pack that allows you to get 4 cards from 4 different colors, with one of them being an alternate art.
Wow, and that's just in the starter deck. You get an extra pack in there, is what you're saying.
Starting from Black Clover all the way to the current set that's in.
That's really cool. So there's a good thing to do with getting the starter decks. You get some extra cards and whatnot. So I know the booster boxes are cool. I've opened a Kaiju number 8 myself, and I got several really cool rare cards. But the cool thing about these, like you said, there's an extra pack when you open a booster box on top with a special like foil promo card.
Which is a box topper, comes with 6 of them of the common card, but it's shiny, which you can only get if you buy a box.
That's awesome. Well, dude, man, this is awesome. So here at Izzy's Gym, we have Union Arena on Saturdays at 3. And we have a whole club. Goku here is one of the best players we have, and his knowledge is vastly deep. So if you're interested and want to get to know Union Arena or play or have a fun time in a really great community, come on down to Izzy's Gym on Saturdays, 3 o'clock. We host tournaments. You guys have promo cards, participation packs, the whole 9 yards.
Definitely.
It's a lot of fun. It's a pretty fast and simple game to learn. So, yeah, man. Is there anything else you'd like to tell the people about Union Arena?
Definitely, I would definitely play it because there are some cool cards that if you like anime from a certain one, grab it, because also in the booster box, you can get a special exclusive alternate art from 1 star all the way to 3 star. It's kind of like a secret rare. And some of these sets contain foil stamp autographs from the Japanese or English voice actors,
Wow.
with some of them having limited 100 cards that are serialized, which is very good. And
Wow.
then some tournament, if you I would definitely play tournaments, because there are some tournaments called rare battles, and you're supposed to play it the set that you're playing. So if you're playing Rurouni Kenshin, you can only play decks that are from Rurouni Kenshin. But since some people won't buy that set, or it's like it'll sell out instantly, we just let people play whatever deck they like, and then if you win, you get winner cards of that set, and some you'll get top 4.
So you have some winner cards there.
Yep, definitely.
Can I see one?
Yes.
Oh man. Okay. Oh wow. So this is a winner Rurouni Kenshin and winner Saitama. So these are what he's talking about. Some of the cards that you can win when you play in these tournaments and rare battles and such.
And
the artwork is really neat on
definitely.
these things.
And then some you'll get for participating in regular store tournaments, which is either top 4 or top 3.
That is so cool.
And then here are some of the exclusive super rares, as I mentioned before, that you usually are guaranteed 1 or 2, which I would definitely keep for your collection unless you want to play them in your deck.
These are really cool. So you've got like Genos here. It's like a really good super rare. You got the Saitama right here. And then this guy, Puri Puri Prisoner. Dude, that's really cool. Well, man, thank you so much for hopping on and giving me more knowledge about Union Arena. I may have to pick up another one of these starter decks and really build a deck and get in there and play, because we've got a tournament starting right now.
Yeah.
All right, everyone. Thanks for tuning into this episode of the Izzy's Gym podcast. You know where to be, right here at Izzy's Gym here in Sioux Falls. It's a Pokemon store and so much more. We'll catch you guys on the next one.